Yay, Sponty. All right.
It's Monty.
Okay, so you guys, Kira is technically off the map right now. Well, no. Kira, tell me where you are.
That is a very good question.
That's why I'm
Should I
asking.
should I cover my ears?
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Hmm. I
It's the
probably
next
want to
day.
be. Yeah. Well, I probably want to go back to making my sand, so I want to be down by the docks, which means I'm anywhere but there.
Okay. Right. You also have a person that's with you.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll have to be a little stealthy.
Is that
Yes.
Wait.
possible?
My thoughts exactly.
Also, she can lead me places.
She can.
I can go places I want to be. This is amazing.
Why is she in the castle?
Oh, I got really lost again. Sorry, miss.
Oh. Okay. I get it.
All right.
Mm,
So you're doing that for a bit.
Have fun.
yeah.
Try not to get killed. Amongst other things.
Yeah.
All right. So Ida, you and Wunsch, it is the next day. Are you with the Coops camp, or are you still in Arcadia?
I think. So, our original plan was to kind of go into the towns, wasn't it? And we got this sidetracked by pizza.
Yeah, you guys got sidetracked by pizza.
Right.
Things that you guys can do today is explore the North Shantytown, explore the East Shantytown, um, explore, investigate the non-existent private militia. What are you talking about? There is no private militia. Um, and there are 3 missions locked.
Right. Okay. So, first rule about private militia is don't talk about private militia. I don't know what you're doing. Um. Probably. Is it just me and Lunch
Okay.
here?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Tina.
I think so.
Tina's able.
Itina's she wandered off in the middle of the night and we don't know where she went.
I know.
That sounds correct.
That sounds bad.
She went off to make more jewelry.
Mm-hmm. Is that like a pastime of hers, or?
She actually works as a jeweler.
Oh, well, that's very fitting.
Mm-hmm. Um, Lunch, what's your emotional stability right now?
My emotional stability is minimal.
Right. So if I tried to kind of get some people to join up with us there, all that's going to happen is you're going to be crying in the background all the time, aren't you?
Probably not crying in the background, but definitely lack of motivation.
What, so crying in the foreground?
Possibly, yeah.
No, that's not going to be good. Can you keep your crying quiet?
I can keep it pretty quiet.
That's the best possible solution.
Right, okay. I think
But
one we
maybe
can...
they'll find us by the trail of tears I leave behind.
Listen, the trailer still is just bullshit, don't worry about it. Right. Okay. Take this handkerchief that I miraculously had in my pocket there and just, stuff it in your mouth or something. Quiet down. Okay.
What am I hearing?
Trust me, it could be worse. It could be with reverb.
Are you kidding me?
Why?
Apparently, Watch sounds like woman when he cries. I actually couldn't. I actually thought for a second someone was trying not to burst out laughing.
Okay, let's see if this one's better. That one's better.
It actually does sound like a moral.
It does say man crying.
It's Domino's. Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Thin crust pizza.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have that on loop in the background.
Delightful.
Thanks. Oh, thanks for
Oh,
that.
jeez.
Hey, don't you talk, you're crying.
I could stop.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yep.
We'll just go with the assumption that he stuffed the tissue in his mouth to stop him crying. Or something. He's hiding his face in the pillow.
Up to you, Naka.
I'm probably trying to muster any kind of motivation to find another pizza.
There is a hunger just somewhere just deep inside you that just craves for something. And that is your motivation, I figured.
It is.
Please don't say that again, because I'm taking that the entirely wrong way.
It craves for
How you
the
doing?
cheesy goodness.
Very well, actually. I have things to read later on.
Sorry.
Yes. I think, well, if he's managed to stifle his crying and such, I would think maybe we can have a wee investigation around the shanty towns to see who we can talk to.
Sure.
I was going to say let's look at the private militia, but if he's going to start crying again like that, we're going to get found out too sweet.
I'll just do whatever.
No, don't do whatever. Whatever's part of the crying thing.
Wait, don't do the crying thing?
Don't do the crying thing.
Don't do the crying thing?
Don't do the crying thing. Turn around, put both of my hands on top of one's shoulders, stare him deep into the eyes and say, "Man up, you weepy bitch."
I'll try.
Okay, so which shanty town are you going to?
The one we're right closest to. Is that the north one?
The
I
north
think. Yeah.
Okay, so as you've walked through this shanty town a couple times before, and you're probably used to the reactions that they have. They are very cautious around you. They are watching for just about any movement. They are just very guarded against just about any outsiders. You realize it's not just you, it's the private militia that's involved, it's everyone. So they're a bit on the fence right now. And there's quite a few people that live in the shanty town. So if you manage to succeed, you would get their support.
Mm-hmm.
If you fail, they would side with the king.
Okay.
So you are wandering on the shanty town trying to feel out for how they feel. This is kind of the impression that you're getting. They're a bit on the fence. One, private militia, and two, asshole king. Like, those are their warning against those two things.
So on one hand, the asshole king is they're against him, but on the other hand, he's got the private militia, which is partly doing something that no one knows about. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So
I'm going to ask him what activities the you know who's been doing recently that's had them on edge. If there's anything we can do to help.
okay. There is a problem going on. You managed to find someone who's probably a little bit more towards rebellious than um, just on the fence. And she does tell you this human with what looks like no features at all that would tie her to the royal line. Um, and she admits that people are going missing. Um, she doesn't know if it's from the you know who or from something else. Uh, it's equally likely for either. So,
Hmm.
Who's you know who?
They who must not be named.
What? Voldemort?
Yes, the private militia is made up entirely of nothing but Voldemort.
Dear
this
God.
this woman, she looks at you once, and she the look that she gives you is very much, you're new around here, aren't you? Kind of look.
And he just pinching his nose, or the bridge of his nose.
Um,
Why am
but
I
yeah,
getting so many messages? Hang on, I'll be right back.
okay.
That's everyone trying to tell you you should know who these are.
Well, he is technically an immigrant.
I know.
So yeah, basically you have to find the cause for these people that are going missing.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry.
Hello. Main
Do
mission
you know?
is to find people who are going missing. Complete that task, and Shantytown is on your side.
Okay. So, what type of people have been going missing? Any pattern? Anybody recent?
Uh, Not that we can tell. It's they're one moment and gone the next. There's no, we haven't noticed any warning. Um, they're not always alone. Sometimes they're with a group of people. It's really like,
Hmm.
because of that, we're probably thinking probably more something else than you know who. Um,
I think I know. At least I think I know. But knowing you, it might be something different. So it was a person cake.
not what you're thinking, but okay.
Yeah, it's probably not then.
I mean, go ahead and ask your questions. It might reveal more information.
It was the person in a cape.
uh, Not that we know of. No. It's the people who are going missing. They're just vanishing sometimes.
And there's no one else around them at the time. Like I know you're saying some are with groups, but aside from people there, was there ever any kind of knowledge of someone else, something else?
No, not that.
Anything randomly falling over, footsteps on the ground when nothing was there?
Um, no.
Were they ever near any archways?
I don't know about that one.
When was the most recent person taken, and can you take me to that place?
Um, I mean, they're happening so often now. I can't give you the most recent one, but I can show you where someone's gone missing.
Mm-hmm. In the last few days?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, and she takes you and watch to a little bit more towards the outskirts. And it looks like there is this dead space in the crowd as people are walking down this path. And uh this
That they're
human
walking around this area.
points that would be discern realities.
Okay. Right, so for the certain realities, I've got to roll my d12, and I've got,
Yeah, roll plus wisdom.
yeah, Absolutely. Give me just 3 seconds. Okay. It's been so long since I've had to bring this out. Right, I need to get a
So, Watch, what are you doing while
10
she's
plus.
doing this? Yeah. 10 plus, you
I
ask 3
mean, am
questions.
I
7 to
allowed
9, you
to
only ask
follow?
1.
Am I allowed to follow or
Yeah,
no?
you're with her. Him.
Yep, following.
Okay.
Probably just looking around, like not particularly searching for anything though.
Okay.
I really don't
Nice.
understand
I rolled
much
an
about this
11.
place.
Yeah,
Yay.
So, I mean, I wouldn't even know what to look for if I tried.
true. If you want, you can also roll discern realities.
You are a different pair of eyes, so
Sure. If there's anything suspicious.
well, you've rolled the discern realities to see if you could actually ask the questions first, and then. Right. Sorry.
Wait, did that work?
Oh gosh,
Wow.
2 crits. Very nice. You got double.
Okay. I
Dude.
got a double crit.
Nice.
Well
I don't know
done.
what that means.
It just counts towards. Okay.
Because what we're doing this is you're rolling 2d6. What actually happened is you rolled d6 and d6. And you got 6 and 6 on both of them, so well done. Double crit.
All right. So, Ida, what are your 3 questions?
Okay then.
You don't have to follow the list.
Oh. Really? I thought that was the whole point.
Yeah. How about you can ask questions and I will answer 3 of them, but I get to choose. Like, I can say I'm not going to answer that one and you can answer a different question. Or ask a different question.
Changing the rules on us there, honey. Change the rules. Oh my goodness. Let's look
This
at
is
this
what
then. Let's
happens when you
see.
are DM. You can't do that.
Right, so in character, here we go. Oh, it's difficult to actually decide there of different things.
What happened? Oh, there they are. Okay, sorry.
What was the question?
I'm gonna think. I'm not sure if I want to deviate from the questions there, but there would be a reason why you're bringing that up. If you're thinking none of the questions actually would help. So, is the person who was taken here alive? Like, is he still alive, or are they dead? Or something in between?
The reason why I said that there would be, you could ask different questions, is because you would sometimes not be able to have reason to know those answers. Like, what should I be on the lookout for next time? That's not really something that you would automatically know. That you would
Yeah,
reasonably
but
know.
that's why we're discerning realities. We're assuming everyone here is plain touched or something.
Yeah.
To see through the veil, which makes a bit
So
of sense in this particular place.
I'd say, judging by the fact that this so-called area where someone has been disappeared, has been generally untouched, you can get a feel that there was no struggle in that spot. Um, there's no blood, there's nothing. So you could probably, it honestly depends on where they are now on their state.
Right,
I'm not sure if I should be answering if they are alive or not. I don't think you'd be able to tell that.
Well, this is my confusion now, because these were the rules of the game before, and obviously it was allowing these kind of things, and now you're kind of changing it, so it kind of throws up there what I can and can't ask, what kind of answers I should be expecting to get.
Well, you can ask. I'm going to tell you if I can't answer those or not.
No, that's the thing. I don't know what you're going to answer, and what you're answering is completely different from what I'm asking.
I will answer 3 questions, so you can just throw a wall at me.
Right. Right, where's the nearest wall? Then I can throw it at you. Okay. Right, so let me think.
Naka, if you have a question also, or questions also, you can ask 3.
You're saying there's a lingering sense there?
I want to know what where people are going. Where is that a question I can ask?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can ask that.
Where do most people seem to want to go in here?
Um, they are going back and forth along this path. A majority of them are actually going further into Arcadia.
Okay, into Arcadia.
So deeper into
So
this whole city.
okay. Hmm.
Okay, Karen?
Is
What's
there
or-
anything here that seems particularly? No, that's a bad question. Uh, hmm.
I mean, you did get two crits. You could probably get away with it.
Is there anything here that seems particularly out of place? Like this isn't right. Like, why? What's this doing here? Or maybe a person, or like it's
You
probably
have
me. Cause
managed to be visit multiple shanty towns, so you have a bit of an idea for what's expected and what isn't. Although you're not quite sure if it applies to this shanty town because everything's a little bit weird here. Um, but usually you don't see animals loose in the shanty towns. Like
oh,
there might be
man.
cats and there might be livestock being carted around and there might be birds. But usually you don't see a pure black rabbit.
Oh, why is there a pure black rabbit?
It's a black rabbit of Inlay. When he calls you.
I got one more question, but I don't know what to ask at this point.
Well,
Is
give
the
me a.
black rabbit going anywhere important?
Is that your last question?
That's my last question.
It's sitting on one of the rooftops nearby.
On
And
a
it's just
rooftop.
watching that area.
Okay,
And that's your third question. All right, Karen.
I'm going. Oh, okay, never mind.
And that's kind of the reason why I wanted it to be more than just those questions, because you wouldn't have been able to ask something about that.
Well,
Well, I guess
the
maybe.
thing. Ah, well, that's the thing. What should I be on the lookout for? But I've covered that. What's useful here
Honestly,
about if we would have
I
worked
have
with
an
it?
answer reserved for that one. So
Okay.
that's kind of the reason why.
What here's what? No, what appears to be that could have been something you could have used as well, right?
Possibly.
Okay, now Naka's went off and looked at that rabbit. Have I noticed the rabbit? Or is
You also rolled pretty well for that, so yeah, you could probably have noticed Naka looking.
alright? So, am I currently looking at the rabbit, or am I still focused on this paper here? Because I
Up to you.
I don't notice Naka's looking about, so he looks around as well to see if he can spot the rabbit thing, whatever it is he's looking at.
Okay, so you spot this pure black rabbit sitting on a rooftop looking over this area.
Okay. Now that's a dead area where no one's walking, so I'm looking at the rabbit and back into the place where the person disappeared. Is there any rabbit footprints?
There are not.
There are not. It's just the footprints of the person that stood there. Were they standing still? Were they walking?
What do I have at my disposal?
You don't really see footprints in this area. It's pretty well traveled, so there wouldn't be any remains unless it was like really muddy, and it's not. So I would not be able to answer that question.
Okay. How many have I got left? Is it
You've got one left.
got one left? Right.
Wait, do bards go? No.
Right. I'm not really sure what to ask. I'm really not.
You can save the question for later.
I think I'll need to.
Okay. So, pausing on that for a second, let's go over to Ciara and her person who's following her. I'd just like to say, real quick,
Yes.
the person who's been following you is very surprised they ended up where they are.
Yeah, she would be, wouldn't she?
Yeah. um, using the back door through the kitchens she didn't know existed, um, to find herself back in the castle is quite surprising.
You can say who it is. I think I know.
You probably do.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
I cry for no reason. I don't know why.
Uh, hmm.
Oh, hang on.
No, you don't have to. I can do it myself.
Fine, ruin my fun. So, Kira,
Alright.
what are you doing?
I turned towards the lady and asked her, should you be here?
She shrugs her head, she shrugs her shoulder, and she goes, honestly, like, I don't think they can do anything to me, either way.
Alright, fair enough. Huh. Where are we in the kitchens again?
You're actually just kind of waiting around in the kitchens. The people there do not care that you're there, like, that you suddenly popped out of a storage room. Together,
Oh, yeah.
they don't care.
Oh, do they see a lot of people popping out of storage rooms together then?
And the person that is with you, she does have a hood up, so you can't really tell too much. So you're matching right now.
Yay! Oh, how much fun.
Okay. So what do you do?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of the king. Probably don't want to be in the castle.
Wondering to yourself, how do I keep up ending here? Oh yeah, I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to have her lead me out so I can, not wind up back where I started.
So she nods, and she gestures back towards the storage room,
Mm.
which out of context means something completely different. Do you follow after her?
Yes.
All right, so you two go back into the storage room. Nobody cares.
Nice.
Round 2.
Excuse
And
you, if you're going to do that, you need to play certain music for it. You've not played certain music for it.
excuse
That's
you.
what it is.
I have it ready.
Good.
An indeterminate length of time later. So you guys pop out. You leave the storage room, and are outside of the castle, in the castle walls.
Nice.
Actually, I'm gonna make it funny. There we go. All right. So, she asks you, where are we planning on going again?
I think we were planning. Hang on a sec. It says Kira in character. I forgot. She sits there for a moment, like real focused pose. I think we were planning on doing something with names, weren't we?
Oh, yeah, right. She nods. You can barely
Wait, what?
see it through the silhouette of her head, of her
I g-
cloak.
I am.
Although if we were
very,
doing that, we
ve-
were in the right place to go do that.
Oh. Well, then let's go back.
And
Right, this is one of two options, and both of them are really bad.
an indeterminate length of time later. So that's gonna be. Oh man, I should have done something else. Oh well. I should have done this instead.
Oh, for yeah, oh, it's self now. I know who it is.
What is this so appropriate?
For someone really not interested, Kira sure does get around.
The question is how though, considering
She's very
It's
attractive.
perfect.
Oh yeah, that's right. Succubus potion.
it still doesn't make sense considering.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's love.
There
It's
you
physical capability.
Okay, hey. It doesn't matter the size of the boat, it only matters the motion of the ocean.
It's not a boat they're using, is it though?
Oh. Oh.
Well, I mean, I do have hands.
Just saying. Okay. So you guys are back in the castle again, stepping back out. You're a little bit dusty. Um, again, no one
Yeah.
cares that you just stepped out of a storage, the pantry.
As far as they're concerned,
Was
you've been in
it
there
the
double a double.
same pantry?
The same pantry. And you stepped
How
out, this is the
long
second,
does it seem like we've been in that pantry?
it was an indeterminate amount of time later.
Oh, nice.
Times two.
Times two. So it was probably a lengthier indeterminate amount of time.
Very nice.
I wonder if you look rumpled.
Depends. Did you rush back?
Nah.
Okay, no, not ruffled. You are very well put together, which is kind of suspicious for what everyone is guessing that you just did inside that storage closet. Okay.
Very nice. Anyway, she has to lead the way because if Kira tries to go anywhere, she's gonna wind up at the temple, and she doesn't want that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, Ida,
Mm-hmm.
over, in the morning, you hear of this ruckus that happened at the temple. Someone just went.
Well, it's been overnight already?
Well, I'm saying that over the night. It's the next day right now.
Okay.
Someone
What's happening
attacked
before
the
that whilst we were... Okay.
someone
Oh, dear.
attacked the temple. And one of the monks went berserk. And so the guards are a little bit more on point today, in response to it.
Considering it was one of the priesty monks, I don't care about that one.
It was, I think, was it the head monk? It was the head monk, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, definitely don't care. I actually applaud them for that one.
The same one that was tap dancing earlier. Shame. He could really tap dance. Okay.
Shame. His extracurricular activities.
Okay. So,
Oh. Oh no, my wee cried. Nice
Kira, you've got one more activity before I'll switch back over to them.
Okay.
So, you tell her to lead you where?
To the place of names, probably.
The place of name it is. I didn't actually have a name for it before, so place of name is appropriate.
Do they have access to that?
She does.
Place? Name.
I didn't think anyone did but him.
Oh no, the royal family does. Okay, carrying on. So you ask her to lead you to the place of names. And she agrees, and she will take you there. Although it will be a long and arduous journey that will take up the rest of the session. All right.
Many closets will be involved.
Oh, indubitably. Whether or not they're doing something else in there, aside from hiding from the people passing by, we'll never know.
Ida feels regret for not killing something. He's not sure what, he's not sure why, he's not sure how, but he feels regret.
Speaking of Ida and his
That's no way to
inexplicable
speak of your
feelings,
new
how is he
mother-in-law.
doing?
Sorry, what'd you say there?
Speaking
That's
of
no way to speak of your new mother.
Oh no, ours to kill say less then, okay.
speaking of Ida and his inexplicable feelings, what are you doing?
Inexplicably feeling a lot of things right now, I'm not really sure why. Good lord, that's a fucking meme at this point. Which I emotions he doesn't realise he has. Right. Are we still staring at that bunny for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, has the bunny moved?
It's probably blinked a couple times.
Okay.
Maybe
Lot of
an ear
motion.
twitch.
Has
Does it do
any-
anything cute?
Is it cute?
No. Does it do anything cute? It's obviously cute. It's a bunny.
Yeah, it's so freaking cute.
It's
Um,
like just okay. I gotta have it. This is the cure for my depression. Right here. I'm taking it.
And by that, do you mean cure for depression by putting on a pizza, or cure for depression by hugging it?
What? Putting it on a pizza? No, never. I'm
Okay.
taking it home with me. It's my pet now.
Okay. Alright. You go up and get your
So
pet then.
you climb up.
If yes, does it collapse under my weight? I want to test this out first.
It's a building. It's not gonna collapse underneath your weight.
It's a shantytown
Oh,
building.
okay.
You can say it's one of the more stable buildings in the shantytown building if you're concerned.
Well, it's on the edge, so it's probably on top of the wall, so it's probably able to get up there. You're probably able to. Mm, let's see.
Excuse you.
Roll defy danger constitution.
What? Oh no. I don't know. Oh no. My constitution is actually okay. It's not bad. No. Oh wait, that's good. I keep thinking it's roll 20 or D20.
Okay,
That's pretty
so on a 10 plus, you do what you set out to do.
I don't know what I was setting out
On
to
a
do.
7 to 9, well, you were trying to hug the bunny.
Oh yeah, okay.
On
Definitely
a 7
that.
to 9, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch, and I
Oh
will
no.
offer. It's I
Worst
will offer
outcome,
you
hard
a
bargain,
worse
or ugly choice.
outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice.
Uh-oh.
So here's the thing. There is a penalty, and you can accept it, so you can continue to choose to hug the bunny, and you can get the penalty, or you can choose not to do it.
Well, I have to. I really have to.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the penalty.
I
Okay.
just got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, you should. Once
It's
You
secretly the
disappear.
money from. Huh? Okay. Well, bye guys.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our culprit.
What? All right.
It's the
see
cutest
ya.
bunny. It's the cutest bunny in the world. Everyone touches it, hugs it, pets it. That is why there is actually a connection between those people, and they are suckers for cute things.
Wait,
It
hang on. Are you
lured
just trying
me.
to call it just like that? Like, just,
What else could
that's, you just, you know, I'm saying, like, you turn to the person next to you and go, well, there's your problem.
Yes.
The person who you're explaining this to, the same human woman, she is gobsmacked. And the rest of the people that are on this area, they notice that he disappears very quickly because they've been kind of keeping an eye out for you. So yeah, They are now very wary of the bunny.
Yes. Okay. So, beware of the black rabbit of Inlay, because apparently it's so cute you touch it and disappear. Now I'm going to go and see if I can find my wayward friend now, because he seems to have vanished. And though I know him
Is
very
the
little,
rabbit
have...
still there?
It's not.
Thank God.
It's so I
Are you
still
still holding the
completed my
rabbit?
mission. I'm still hugging
You
it. I'm
are
hoping.
able. You are still hugging the bunny. Yes.
Well, that's good.
Right, so, yeah. I'm just saying to the people, well, you know now what the issue is. I will attempt to find the solution to this issue.
Man, I was really hoping one of you guys was going to do that.
Well, I is not the type. I am, but I does not. I is more the type to hug it with a sword.
True.
He is not grown up happy. He was never given a pet animal as a child. He was never given a pet animal. He couldn't.
Harper
pet
does.
animals-
Technically, she had a pet wolf for a little while.
That's not really a pet. That was a companion.
True.
She never had the usual. She never had to get a little pet hamster.
Anyway,
Closest she ever got was the birds in the garden.
Wanch,
I've been
you
watched.
are.
I am
You have been teleported.
teleported. Where? Yeah.
That is a
that's-
good question. You don't know.
I
Um,
don't.
And you're
this
not in the
is
map anymore.
a rather barren area.
So how many alternate ports, alternate
Oh
dimensions
my
do you have in
god!
this place?
It's a port key.
No, it was a bunny.
It's a bunny.
It's a oh god, it's a Vorpal bunny.
um, the area that you are in, from the looks of it, it is looks like a plain. It doesn't have grass. It's just this. It looks like the remains of a riverbed, which are fairly common-ish. You've seen them before.
Is the bunny in my arms?
Yes,
I ask it, where is this?
it snuggles.
It snuggles me?
It snuggles you.
I'm overwhelmed by happiness.
Okay.
Snuggle back. Snuggle back. Don't give up the opportunity. Snuggle back.
I'm
Come on, come on.
Yep, snuggling it right back.
It is quite enjoying its new hold, its new perch. And it is quite comfortable to just kind of stay in your arms.
Oh,
Now, is this a baby bunny or is this a big bunny?
It's an adult bunny, but it's not like one of those huge ones.
Okay.
I don't need anything else right now. I think I'm content to not even question any of my surroundings, where I am. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm gonna look around for long enough to make sure that I'm somewhere that I'm not gonna immediately die, and then I'm just gonna lay down and pet the bunny.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Is there
party, everyone.
anything dangerous around me? Oh, do I have to roll for that?
No, it's pretty obvious. It's a pretty large lake bed. You see a mountain in the distance, but and maybe the beginnings of a forest growing around it, but there's nothing else around you.
All right, definitely just not even gonna question anything. Gonna lay down, pet this bunny until I feel satisfied with how much I pet it.
Oh god.
Okay. So you can
So
do that.
My party consists of a duo that gate crashed the party by cannonballing in from the roof. Someone that may or may not be killing my own people. Someone that is basically happy now that they have been revealed to be the heir of the town and is not really doing anything at the moment. And, well, Mr. Happy Bunny Man.
Let's
It's
see.
just a cover. I'm truly depressed.
So am I.
Naka, you hear something.
What does it sound like? Is it like thudding or a loud chirping or?
Strangely enough, it sounds like the clopping of wood, like a piece something wood has fallen.
Something wood has fallen. Does it come from the direction of the forest? Am I able to discern which direction it came from?
It's very close to you. It's behind you, so it's not towards the forest.
Okay. I just slightly. I might jump a little bit at the sound of it and look back.
You don't see anything.
What the heck? I look at the bunny, and I ask it, "Did you hear that?"
Its ears are perked in the same direction, and Karen, did I have you roll Constitution for that erased being?
Honestly, no, but I'm thinking at this point I'm just so used to it.
Naka, your head starts hurting from a sound that you cannot understand.
Okay,
Oh, it's my
I'm
pal
going
again.
to put the bunny down and ask it to take me away from the sound. Let's leave.
The bunny doesn't want to get out of your arms. It's quite comfortable.
Oh, it's so hard to let go of a bunny that doesn't want to let go. Okay, I just run away from.
Are you sitting down right now?
I get up and I begin running away.
Oh, but
From
the
the
bunny
sound.
was in your lap.
Well, yeah, but I'm holding it.
Okay.
If it doesn't want to get out.
Okay.
Well, okay. I'll sequence the events. First, I take the bunny, I pick it up, and I attempt to put it down, but the bunny doesn't want to leave. So yeah, I'm assuming it like claws into my clothing, trying not to get up. And then I get up on my own and put the bunny in my arms and begin to run away from the sound.
Okay.
Or not run away, but like maybe do a brisk walk away.
All right.
I don't want to run. The bunny's in my arms.
Yeah. If you had run, I would have made you roll dexterity. Okay. You hear this clopping of wood again. It almost sounds like those wooden clogs, maybe, almost.
Wooden clogs.
Danish.
Oh, I think
They're wood shoes for sure.
wood shoes. Clopping of wood shoes.
And this sound is following after you at a reasonable pace that is adjacent to yours.
Is it? It's going at the same pace as me.
Yes.
Side by side?
A little
Oh.
bit behind you. And it's still trying it, whatever this is. You don't know what it is. But this thing is behind you, and it is you're hearing things, and it's hurting your head even trying to comprehend it. Roll constant. Actually, roll wisdom.
Roll wisdom.
I
Okay.
think you know who this is.
Did it work? Hey, I'm pretty good at that.
Oh, dang. Okay. Nice.
Getting really lucky with these rolls today.
Why am I still in caps lock?
I have no idea why are you still in caps lock.
I don't know. So you are able to make out what it's saying. It's just that it sounds like gibberish to you.
Okay.
Let's make
well,
sure.
it's trying to talk to me.
I need that.
I don't really know what to do in this kind of a situation. I'm gonna say that I just kind of surrender to whatever the heck's about to happen to me, and I just kind of kneel down on the ground and await my fate
Okay.
with the bunny in my lap. I don't know what to do. I'm tired of running away from everything.
All right.
And I
Give
have
me
a
a
cute
sec.
bunny.
I'm trying to give a thing to give to you.
And if it's trying to talk to me,
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume it's probably not hostile. Whether that assumption is correct, we'll find out.
I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks here. That is who I think it is, isn't it?
Depends.
I need a cup of coffee, man. I got 8 hours of sleep. I don't know why.
I've been trying to go to bed earlier, and it's not really working. I'm waking up in the morning, and it's causing me to sleep in the morning after I go back to sleep. Because it's too early to get up.
I just did so much today, and yet nothing at all.
Okay, so the words that are said to you are Wij Yuf Yutuf Lipu Wo Bikfde Expe
What
Dif
on earth?
Itilkafsver
Is
Kijif
Kijif.
Vijis Jinif
Jin.
Foy Fif Fish Yeshjin Ejes Lifin Kui Vifku.
Really French?
Okay. I like that immediate jump. Are they French?
No, yeah, that is either actually gibberish or it's a cipher. So good luck.
Yeah, and it after that message that you managed to hear those words, you sense this being going away. With that really good wisdom roll also, I can also tell you this much. Actually, depends. How good are you in topology or understanding landmarks?
Uh, How good would I'm probably very good. I'm a traveling bard. I think that would be something within my repertoire.
Okay, so
Well, I was a traveling bard until I was thrown in a jail or something. Mazed.
here's something interesting. That mountain in the distance, you've seen it before. Actually,
What?
you had just seen it before you had hugged that bunny. It looks very similar to the same mountain as the one near Arcadia.
Time travel shenanigans.
Time travel shenanigans. Um, although this riverbed is quite large, this must be before the Great Breaking.
Oh no, Jack did tell me that he built this town.
On rock and roll? Also,
What?
who's Jack?
Nothing. I was homosexual.
Um,
I don't. I went back in time because of this bunny. I'm definitely keeping it. I think this is my tool for success.
Are we going with the assumption that the bunny was what sent everyone else back?
I'm gonna say yes. That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
How much everybody else understands, I don't know. Watch you guys like in the future. Like my character basically just goes off on his own, is just stuck here forever, and you find like my corpse somewhere, like my skeleton. Bunny's still in arms in the future.
And thus the cycle continues.
actually, give me a second. I will make the noise.
Bunny's just caught in an eternal loop.
Oh, whoa, that would be really trippy. It would be caught in an eternal loop.
But then there was never any beginning nor end.
Holy crap. That's so crazy. Da, da, da. Oh my god.
That was perfect timing on my end.
So there you go. So, Naka, if you want to, what do you want to do now that you're traveled back in time?
Or to an alternate dimension.
or to an alternative region.
I want to go near the forest and carve "Launch was here" into a tree.
Okay. Um,
What kind of tree is it?
I'm gonna pick the most landmarkiest tree that I can find.
okay. You can go ahead and do that. There's only one tree. It's the very beginning of the forest, and it's a very strange. It's strange that there's only one tree here, and it's already started to thicken out, and there is already, from what you can see, there looks like there is something encapsulated in the center of this tree that you can barely make out.
Did
It
somebody
hasn't quite
accidentally?
grown around it.
Oh, that was
Oh,
music.
the
that left.
music bot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to first carve "Launch was here." Do I have anything to carve it with? I probably do. Probably got like a dagger or something. Let's see. Oh, I've got an arrow. That'll work. Arrows are kind of sharp.
Yeah, just kind of sharp.
I think I'll carve it in, and then I'll. Underneath that, I write. This is very important. Touch the black bunny.
No.
Definitely write that.
Hmm.
And then I investigate whatever the heck I find in this tree.
It is too grown into the tree unless you intend to chop it out.
No.
It looks like a tube or a capsule, and there's something inside the capsule probably.
Okay, I carve an arrow where the it's
It's
I
like
carve
it
an arrow where the
splits,
capsule
and
is.
someone managed to bore a hole, and then it grew around it.
Oh.
What could be? I don't know.
Niche?
I'm just gonna carve an arrow, like several arrows pointing to this area in the tree, and then I leave the tree alone. And I ask the bunny to take me back politely. Can we go
What were the
back?
people? Niche?
Mhm.
What she tell? What are you going on? Oh no. Oh, good lordy.
What? Is there something
Nothing.
wrong with this tree? Should I not be carving it?
No, just.
Is it a magic tree?
Undoubtedly.
Oh my gosh, I'm a freaking bard! I'm a bard!
Yeah, you're a
I-
bard.
I sing a song to the bunny! Oh my gosh, how did I not think of this?
Thank you. All right. So, what song do you sing?
I take out my viol and I tell it the tale. Actually, I try to come up with a new song on the spot. I just replace the lyrics to a song that I already know.
Let's do the time work again.
What? I play a song that I already know, and except I replace the lyrics, and the song is now about me finding the bunny.
Okay. Okay. Um, the bunny actually really, really digs it. And you say you use your viol.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a description here that I wrote, and I don't remember why. It says, if you play the
Oh yeah,
viol,
yeah. I know. I
Oh,
put
dear.
that there.
Oh Christ. She stopped you. That means you're giving away secrets that you shouldn't be giving away.
Well, you guys should know about it by now. I mean, it is a viol.
I don't know.
It's a
Is it-
precursor to a violin.
Did I make the viol out of this tree?
Oh gosh, I
I'm
hope
singing
not.
to it with its own.
Um,
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this a living tree?
Oh.
It's the tree is still alive.
Oh.
What the heck's going on here, man?
You can say it if you want,
in
Karen.
In some kind of magical tree I have carved, Wanch was here, touched the bunny.
Oh, it's nothing to do with the
touched
tree and the
black
bunny. It's entirely to do with that perfectly normal veil you've got on you.
Oh yeah, it's totally normal.
Nothing
Naka,
special about that at all.
Naka, what do you want the bunny to do?
Well, I want it to take me back to the time that I'm used to. I'm done carving into the tree, so I think my mission here
What
is
about the
done.
people?
He's new
I also want it
around
to love
here. He
me. I
doesn't
really
care.
want. See, deep down inside of me, I just want the bunny to stay with me.
All right, so you have a pet time traveling bunny now,
Oh, it's awesome!
and also,
If this thing dies, I'm ending my life. I'm jumping off the
Nope.
bridge.
Well.
Where is this music coming from?
Wait, where is there any music coming from somewhere? I don't hear anything.
Oh,
not mine.
no. I figured out where it's coming from.
And I was going to say, nothing's currently actually playing.
When you finish that song, the bunny wiggles in your arms a little bit more to get comfortable and zaps you back to the present. And you are not where you were before. You are standing in front of an old tree. A
An
very
old tree.
old
Do I
tree.
see my carvings in the tree?
What you see in this tree is the faintest marks of an arrow pointing upwards, and it stretches.
Oh. Do I have to climb this tree?
You
get
probably
up
have to
there?
climb the tree. But yeah,
Okay, well, I will try to climb the tree to see what the heck I see.
Are you still holding the bunny?
Oh no. I try to put the bunny down. Is it having it?
it climbs onto your shoulder.
Oh, okay. I'm climbing up the tree then.
Do you have anything? Do you have a backpack on or something?
Yeah, I do.
Can you get
It
the bunny in the
moconas the
backpack?
hell out of that, yeah.
Nice.
What?
It moconas.
this-
It
Oh, Bacona. Oh, yeah.
mocona's a mocona.
Mocona's a piece of shit.
Yeah, roll dexterity for me.
That's bad. I'm not good at climbing trees.
Take +1 experience points.
Does the tree kill me?
You take
Depends how far up the
You
tree you
take
go, I
3
suppose.
damage.
Ow. That's actually quite a lot for me.
Try again.
I'm doing it again. I don't
Do you
give
have
up.
rope?
Wait, did I land on the bunny?
No, bunny's fine.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll
I'm doing it
dexterity
again.
again to climb up the tree.
I'm very bad at this. Don't ever ask me to climb trees for you. I will not succeed. But
Ooh. Crit
I
one.
crit failed. Very bad. Well, I put all my good rolls in wisdom. Now my dexterity is terrible.
So here's what happens. Go ahead and add another point of experience to that.
Oh no.
And right before you land, you hear an angry shout. And
Oh,
as
no.
you land on your backpack, and as you touch the ground where your bunny is, you zap away again, and you're underwater.
Whoa! I hope I didn't have the wind knocked out of me. I'm trying to swim up. The bunny! The bunny!
You did almost land on the bunny. The bunny teleported you back in time into the lake.
Oh, thank you, bunny. Okay, I'm swimming out of here. I'm getting out. Bunny's coming with me. Is Bunny okay? I need
The
to
bunny
name
is
him.
could
Her.
be doing better. It's Bunny should
Waterlogged?
not be wet.
Bunny should not be wet. This is bad. I need to save Bunny.
Okay.
The bunny is not a chinchilla.
I'm taking Bunny with me. We're going to the surface. If I have to perform Bunny CPR, I'll do it.
I was pretty sure that if you get water in their ears, it's a bad thing, or something. Oh, guess not. Nope. Looks like they're fine.
It's probably very cold though.
Yes, it's very cold. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks like they're
me-
fine.
Who is John Clark Van Dam?
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I don't know. They just messaged me on Steam though. Their picture is Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage's face on Shrek.
Oh.
So
Huh.
message back and ask if they're John Egbert. Okay. So you managed to make it. I'm gonna say that you take 2 damage on top of that. Almost drowning.
How much damage?
2.
Ow. Well, I'm at like nearly half HP.
And you first and foremost work on healing your.
Bunny.
Yeah, on the bunny, and so you
Sing a healing song.
you sing a healing song.
Let me see if I can find like the just. Oh god. Let me see if I can. Oh god.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Did you
Please,
find-
it's here. Good God, I haven't seen this kind of.
So while Naka's doing that, Kira, what are you doing?
Have we made it to the name place?
You've made it to the name place.
All right, what do I see?
You see rolls and rolls of names.
This has never been more applicable to my life. Here you go. You can have this. Jesus.
Question.
Yeah.
Are is the storage of the names important? Are they just like kept there for posterity, or does having the scrolls there means the king knows them?
The fact that they're
Okay.
there, the king does know them. Do you touch one of the papers?
Yep.
You touch the paper, and while you are still holding it, and you look at the pages, at the names that are written on this paper. You get the idea of what they look like in your head, in your mind.
Cool.
But when you let go, you can't hold on to those details.
That's fair. Kira has a very bad memory. Are any of the names in any way visually different from any of the rest?
The further in you go, the newer they are, so you can probably guess that like the ones near the entrance are the older ones.
Oh,
But it
interesting.
does seem like it changes up every once in a while. And there is no really, it doesn't look like there's like you can't tell if these people are alive or dead or missing or whatever. I tried looking up the bunny song and I get Bad Bunny.
Question: can I find my name?
It would take
Did-
a while and a bit of intelligence.
Did you ever actually
Oh
do
yeah,
that?
she did.
Oh.
It was just a while ago.
Oh no. I should realize that.
Hot diggity damn.
Yay!
Good job on that double crit, by the way. Oh yeah, you managed to find your name. Somehow actually able to get to the right place.
It's a miracle and also a sign of the apocalypse.
That's a
Um,
different DM game.
Holy crap! Double crit success. That's
Actually,
Nice.
she's not that far off. But anyway, Um,
Anyway,
so you
can
find
I
your name.
burn it without any ill effects to myself?
You don't know.
All right, then I'm just gonna keep it.
Okay. There
Is it
are
just
other
what-
names along with you of the people who got their names along with you are on that
Mhm.
day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you have a sheaf of paper that is quite important.
Nice. Um. If I had any fire making anything, I would set it on fire, but I do not. So that's option no longer available to me. I looked through some of the old names, and I'm assuming I find nothing.
Correct.
Yeah. So, so I turned to the queen and asked, like, you have any ideas on where we should get looking next?
The queen shakes her head. It should be here.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
figured it was obvious by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I pull my rote guidance. Say,
You do
dearest
what?
darlings, I pull out my rote guidance to see where my goddess wants me to go right now.
And you can only use
That-
this once, or
In the guidebook, let's see, basic moves. Cleric, cast a spell.
well, it's technically a
Um,
rote.
Yeah. How do you cast a rote? It doesn't mention here anywhere.
Um, I'll look it up also. Man, it's a good thing I have it on my phone.
Nice.
In the meantime, Ida, what are you up to?
Questioning my entire existence.
What about my non-existence? Where the heck did I like? In your eyes, I just like up and disappeared.
You tried to hug a bunny.
I'm gone.
I'm starting to wonder is this anything like what happened when I saw Ciara? Or if there's something else going on or whatever.
Okay, so, you count them towards your allotment of spells. Okay. So basically, I think you'd, roll, and depending on that is what happens.
Okay. Let's find out.
But anyway,
Please don't fail
we're
me,
doing Ida right now.
wisdom. Oh, I mean that's still pretty good, but all right.
We'll get back to that.
Okay.
So Ido, you are doing what?
I'm explaining to the people not to panic and just to kind of keep their eye out for any further black rabbits and to alert us if they see them. and also to keep their eye out for Launch if they see him as well, but to otherwise not spread the information outside the shantytown. I will instead go and look around to see if I can see Launch in other parts of the city.
Okay. How long do you decide to do that until you give up?
Until night starts to fall, then I head back to camp,
Okay.
bashing through the forest.
Okay, so you go into the forest.
Do I
And
pass by any landmarky trees?
um, what does happen is you hear an angry shout.
Okay. And a splash?
No, you don't hear a splash. You just
Oh,
hear an
not a
angry
splash, sorry.
shout.
I follow the angry shout.
Okay. Um, you follow it and you find. Oh gosh, let's see.
Stealthily,
A
of course.
gnomish man with features of a tree carved into his body.
Carved?
It looks like his skin is made of wood.
Right. A wood nymph, okay, hello.
Um, he turns to you. Since you're in a forest, you're very much in his area, in his territory, or something.
Okay.
And he
Good evening,
stalks towards you angrily, and he goes, "Was that boy with you?"
Which boy? I'm afraid I've only just arrived. I heard yelling, I came to investigate.
There was a boy climbing this tree, and he points at this old tree. And because you wouldn't know what markings to look for, it looks like just an old tree.
Okay. Okay. Is there a reason why he shouldn't be climbing the tree?
This is a sacred tree. This is the first tree.
Alright, okay. I'm afraid I wouldn't have realised that myself. Is there any way that we can mark it so people know not to touch the tree?
I'm here to protect the tree, so no. Go away.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm afraid if that's the case, maybe he didn't realise that was the tree. Can you describe the person for me and I can maybe advise him of that in future?
Give me a sec. He had a hat.
Uh-huh.
And you're an elf, or yeah, an elf.
Okay, oh, okay.
It was actually a very nice hat, I have to admit. And he's very grumpy. He's very grumpy.
Who is the elf or the gnome?
The gnome.
Okay. So it was an elf and he climbed the tree and he had a hat?
It was a very nice hat. And then he up and vanished, like right before he hit the ground.
Was there a rabbit with him?
I didn't see a rabbit.
Okay. Wonch, do you have any distinctive features that I could be asking for here? Aside from the nice hat and elf ears?
Fit body, fiery eyes, stylish cap, and traveling clothes is what I've got down for his appearance.
Yeah, I don't really see that.
Bio info.
Does he have blue eyes, green eyes?
You know, I didn't really think all that much about how Launch even looks.
I describe Launch's physical looks to the person and ask if that or to the gnome and ask if it matches who he saw.
Bah, the gnome says, You creatures all look the same to me.
Right.
You
Ooh.
warm-blooded creatures.
Okay.
We're getting a little bit racy here.
Oh, he's made of
Alright,
wood.
okay. Well, I do apologise, Sir Gnome, but I do believe it might be one of my friends there. He's very new to this place, so I don't think he realised that he shouldn't be anywhere near your tree. I'll be sure that when I see him, I'll let him know that he should no longer climb that tree.
He wags a finger, and he tries to make it like, like the wagging a finger underneath someone's nose, like bad, no, no kind of thing. But since he's so short, it maybe gets to the middle of your thigh. And he goes, "Make sure that you do."
Thank you very much for the consideration, and I do apologise for climbing the first tree. We understand the importance of trees in our home, so I'll make sure they know. It's a very fine tree.
He harumps and folds his arm, and he grumbles, and he goes back to his tree, like checking on it, like very carefully, not touching it.
Does it... I wish that the Wanch was here, isn't it? Would be awesome.
Can I ask you, Mr. Gnome?
Hmm.
Is there a particular reason why someone shouldn't touch it? Is there something that would happen otherwise? Because if he has climbed the tree and has touched it, I'd like to be able to know in case there's something we should worry about.
It's old. I don't
Alright.
want it to become damaged.
Right, so you're not touching it because touching it might damage it, of course. Alright. Okay, like I said, I will have a wee... I'll see if I can find him. I take a
Fine.
once look round the tree, kind of circle it for a wee second just to check things over for it.
Okay.
I take it it's not one of the trees from the garden.
No. It's a rather plain tree, if very, very old.
Mm-hmm. And very tall. Did I notice it on my once around?
You can ask your question here. You can ask a question.
Okay. Is there anything about this tree that is special or makes it stand out? Aside from its age?
Hmm. The oh no.
dear.
Okay. It is very obviously older than the rest of the trees around it.
Uh-huh.
It does not reach as high into the sky as the other trees. It's almost squattish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't.
Seriously, I don't notice any arrow carvings or anything like that further up when looking at it.
You wouldn't know to look for carvings, and it's been stretched so it would fall with the grain very easily.
Okay.
Um.
Okay, before I decide to leave, I go back to the gnome for a second. How long have you been here?
Ages and ages.
Since the very beginning of the tree? Or after the tree had been grown for a time?
After.
After. Was there anyone before you?
Just me.
Just yourselves? How does that come to be? It's a big decision to protect a tree that's been here for so long.
It's a long story. And you, and he wags a finger at you again. You said that you were going to do something. Do you not follow your word?
I most certainly do follow my word. You just sound like a very I won't be able to do anything further tonight because it's getting so dark. I'd be returning to my camp. But I figured if it was a nice story, I could share it with people to make sure people knew what to do to avoid harming your tree.
The tree
also-
saved my life. And he climbs one of the other trees into the foliage, and you don't see him again.
I'm glad the tree saved your life. Have a nice evening.
You hear a snort from in the distance.
I may return someday to ask you about that story. It should be something nice to hear.
Go away already.
But I most certainly will. Thank you for your time. I head back to the camp.
Okay.
And what I do is I share with some of the people there that there is a gnome guarding the first tree of the forest and that it should not be touched.
Okay.
And I'll make up some kind of story that if you touch it, you vanish.
Okay. Let's see. Who wants to go next? Lunch? Kira?
Where's Michelle's character right now?
Michelle? Michelle.
Michelle?
Don't make me spam
Hello?
you.
I am here, yes.
Okay, okay,
Sorry, mild mic trouble, but I'm back now.
okay.
Anyway, I was trying to get a sign from my deity where she wanted me to go,
Oh, right. Right, yes.
and I rolled a mixed success.
Yeah. Let's see. There was an actual thing for those, right?
Yeah, I draw more attention to myself.
At a later
we-
date? At a
yeah.
date of my choosing, or right now?
Oh, you're choosing, of course.
Okay. I'll save that nice. And I'll save that for a good occasion.
Oh god.
Yay!
Yay! Um, save. Okay.
Oh yeah. I found Wanch.
Oh no. Okay. Um.
Like an
So-
image for launch?
Yes.
Oh god.
That's what I've been doing this whole time.
That's...
All right.
Except instead of the bird in this guy's hand, it's a bunny.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Put it in the chat.
So
Oh, I'm excited.
your question is that you are communing, or is it you're just seeking guidance?
Oh, I
Okay,
am
yeah.
using the rote guidance. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
that's beautiful.
Just
He looks so goofy with those shoes, though. I love
we need to find someone who can just find a nice picture of a black bunny and just superimpose it over that bird.
him. Oh, he's got a little bongo too. This is such a good bard character.
All right. So Michelle or Kira,
Mm.
the symbol of your deity appears before you and gestures. You're actually pretty deep inside the um inside the castle, in the place of names.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a little bit turned around, but like you're probably able to at least figure out, okay, that direction, and you're able to keep that and keep track of that direction, if only just by pointing in that direction and keeping track of how you turn.
Also, I have someone here with me who can do direction.
But probably gets confusing, like you don't know where north is this deep inside the castle.
Kira never knows where north is.
This is true. Okay, so this symbol appears before you and gestures. It gestures towards the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
East? Northeast?
Northwest? Northeast? Let me
What?
check. Yeah. Northeast. It's technically a range of mountains, so yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But the mountain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oops. Nope, not that one either. There we go. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so Kira is very determined that we have to go the direction that her goddess is calling. Like, that's what she wants to do.
And it goes quite a distance away from you, and it's trying to tell how far you have to go before it
Mhm.
vanishes, and it goes quite a ways away. before it vanishes. So
Alright.
like you would know not inside the city.
We gotta walk like a really long time. Fun times.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we try to leave.
All right, you leave. Um.
I don't think anyone's still inside the city at this point, are they?
Um. That's the thing. Uh, Kira, the queen is honestly just kind of curious on how you're getting around, so she's letting you lead.
Oh no!
So you end up on the docks.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Do you suddenly remember what you're trying to do in the docks?
Kira's faced with a deep, terrible quandary. On the one hand, she doesn't have her token of her deity and she wants to make it. On the other hand, her deity has given her a clear symbol of what she wants, and it is not to sit here and make sand for 3 days. Is there anything like near where Kira is right now for dramatically draping?
I mean, is there any leftover sand you had at the time from the last time you were here? Or has that been
Nah,
blown away?
once messed that up for me.
He broke it.
Yeah. I mean, was any left over from the place she was making it?
Once kicked it out of my hands and got sand all over my sand.
Okay. But yeah, that happened. For something to drape dramatically over, well, there's the queen, there's a couple of crates, there's a rope that is tethered to a pole.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely draping herself dramatically.
Say that again?
Crates. She's
Okay.
draping herself dramatically over the crates.
Okay.
Not the queen? Oh well.
Yeah, queen is great for other stuff, but she's not very great for lying on top of.
Oh, so she's more of a lying on top of you person. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Queen knows what she wants. Kira's much more ambivalent about things.
Okay. Meanwhile, many years
Well, in the
ago.
meanwhile.
So once you manage to break the surface, take care of the bunny, and yeah, it's all right. It's a little bit cold, but aside from that, it's okay. Could be better.
It could be better. Is there something? I'm suspecting something is wrong with this bunny. I'm gonna sing it a happy song. Try to cure it with the power of
You just
music.
said it was cold. Do you have fire?
I don't have fire. I don't think. No, I don't have anything to make a fire with. Crap. Coconut
What
oil
kind of
on a
traveler are you?
stick.
Meant to make a spark to kindling. A pet not to set the place on fire.
Do I have anything that can make fire? No, I don't. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What kind of bard are you if it travels? It doesn't have any traveling
Oh yeah,
supplies.
and you don't have coconut oil.
What happened to my coconut oil?
You spilled it all
Got
over
all over
yourself.
your pants.
Oh, that's right. That was a mistake.
Does that not mean that his clothes are all oiled now? Does that not make them waterproof?
They're oily. They're not waterproof.
Oil repels water.
Yeah, it does. Doesn't mean that all of it's
have
going to be
wait, I
waterproof.
have adventuring gear. What does
Yeah.
that mean? Does that have some torches or something in it, or some flint and steel?
Sure.
Oh, nice. Okay, I can make a fire.
Don't set fire to the place.
I'm gonna gather some sticks.
Here's the
Where
thing.
were you?
Here's the thing. This is a very large lake. There are no trees around.
What? No trees.
It's just
I don't have anything to burn. I'm gonna find some grass. Some dying grass. There has to be some out here.
There are some apostrophe dogs.
There's
What?
some what?
Apostrophe dogs.
What's
Some
apostrophe
what?
dog?
Apostrophe dogs.
is that type of grass.
Yeah. They're cattails.
Right. Right. Okay.
Oh.
I was making a joke from Undertale.
Okay.
Oh!
I did not
Uh,
play Undertale.
I have
I
not either,
played it.
but he made
It
a
was
joke about it
great.
earlier.
I did.
Uh,
I'm going to.
Actually, that stuff is pretty flammable, those cattails.
I'm gonna light some cattails on fire and hope that.
Right. Question.
This-
Question for you, Naka. Did you cut those and put them into a pile before you set them on fire, or did you just set them on fire as they were growing?
Oh, I mean, obviously, I prepare a fire. I get some, rocks and put them in a little circle.
Yeah. The
and-
thing is, if you don't say that, she's going to tell you to set the place on fire.
Oh, well,
Yes.
I get some rocks and I put them in a little circle, and then I break up the cattails and I make a nice little pile and I light them on fire.
Okay.
In the circle, within
Okay.
the circle.
Okay. I actually wasn't gonna make it too bad, even if you hadn't. Yeah, it
We're
burns,
safe for
and
now,
it is
boy.
a very fast fire, so you're going to need to feed the fire very often for this to continue working.
I'm gonna keep throwing anything flammable that I can find in it.
Are bunnies flammable?
Anything that I think would be flammable.
Are bunnies flammable?
Bunnies are not. I'm trying to protect the bunny. Obviously, I'm not throwing the bunny in the fire.
You said anything that you thought might be flammable.
Are
Anything that I thought
VOs
might be
flammable?
Oh yeah,
to
are VOs
protect-
flammable?
I think violas are pretty flammable.
I'm not throwing my viol in the fire.
So don't say any.
Throwing any wild things from the forest that I think would not be incredibly valuable. If I find like some kind of parchment worth 2 billion coins, I'm gonna keep that. But
Or anything living.
Okay,
anything.
just want to interject one thing. There is no forest.
Oh right, anything I can find in the. What, am I in like a meadow?
No, it's like there's short shrubbery. Me. And there is some grass.
I find some dead grass and dead shrubbery. Throw them on the fire.
Okay. Me.
Me? What's me?
Now it's
Monty
Sunny.
Python.
Oh, I see.
They want a shrubbery.
We want a shrubbery. Anyway, so the bunny warms up
The-
next to the fire, mostly huddled into your side, but also with the fire near it.
Aw.
And it seems like it's looking better.
Okay. Well, I asked the bunny when it warms up to a comfortable level if it could politely take us back.
And you left the fire burning.
Yep, I definitely did that actually.
Oh no.
It's fine.
God.
It's fine.
We go back and the whole forest is gone.
There is no forest.
Wait, where are we? Oh, right. We had to swim away from the forest, I'm gonna assume.
I'm
No.
assuming you actually went further back because remember
Yeah.
there wasn't water there after beforehand. You were there before the breaking.
So what happened is, the first time you traveled back in time, it was a lake bed,
Okay.
and the second time you traveled back, it was the actual lake.
Okay.
So that was.
even further back.
Oh shit! Do you know how to swim?
Would I not know how to swim?
Oh, there's only Sky Islands. There's not like really water.
And if there is pools of water, you're not going to go swimming in it.
I
You
don't
can just
know.
stay
Would I-
landed in the shallows.
Would I know how to swim?
Probably not. I suppose that's why you took 2 damage drowning a little
Yeah,
bit.
there you go.
Hmm.
You managed to float to the surface eventually. Like
Yeah,
those.
I'll float down here.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't wearing heavy armor, so
Nah.
I think also the viola and all that traps air in it.
yeah, you're okay. So that's actually a really good point. This is the most water you have ever seen, and you just kind of go, and ask the bunny to take you back, and it does. And
So yeah,
you,
do you know how you
Thank
were
you,
saying
Bunny.
let's not burn anything that's like super valuable? You know that water? That was super valuable.
The water?
Yeah, there is a shortage of water. There is no lakes. Remember the world cracked and rose into the sky? All the lakes have drained.
I'm gonna say I probably wasn't even thinking about that. I'm really just concerned about the bunny.
admittedly, there are some lakes, but they're mostly commercial now and man-made or person-made.
We could
Private,
we could fix the water
poisoned.
shortage. We could go back before the break and stop it.
No.
This bunny is the
Good
key to our
luck.
success.
Yeah, considering how it actually happened, good luck.
It's like the
Actually-
actual.
I will fight God to stop the break. To
Oh
save
dear
my bunny.
God.
Hmm.
The bunny wasn't in danger, you dummy.
It's in danger. There's a water shortage.
Naka,
Bunnies
do you
without
ask
water
the
die.
bunny to go back to the present time, or do you ask the bunny to go and to a time in which you can prevent the great breaking from happening?
Oh, dear
Oh,
God.
I'm gonna ask it to go back to my present time. I was.
Okay.
My dude is not even. He wants to show off the bunny.
Okay.
Watches he in this to show
Thank
off.
Christ
the
for
bunny to his
that,
friends.
because mate, the lore about the Great Breaking that was caused by the 2 dragon gods. Whether that's the actual truth, we don't know yet, but that was the lore of it. So yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
mean, it was one of the events in which it led up to, but there could have been possibly some that led up to that event.
we know, but we're just saying that was the general lore of it. So if it had actually been that, he'd have been scuppered. Both him and his pet rabbit would have been flambéed.
I mean, it is Bahamut and Tiamat, so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you managed to time travel back to the present time, and you
I like
are
that the bunny can understand me. That's my favorite
Present
part of this whole thing.
day.
Yeah.
Present time.
present day.
Like now I know I'm
That
gonna
was-
be talking to this bunny like all the time now.
People think you realize, of course, the entire Shantytown knows not to touch the bunny. You're really
What? I missed that.
never mind. Don't worry, you weren't there for that conversation.
Okay.
So
So
I'm gonna try to find town and go to there.
yeah, so you make it back to the town. I'd probably think that on your way down, you probably would run into Ida.
Did I not go back though?
I mean, you were heading into the forest.
I was heading back. That's not the right way.
He was up in the up on the mountain and he was climbing down.
No. So I was in the Shantytown here.
Yeah, but you were also in the forest before that. You were in the
I was
forest.
going.
after
No, I
that.
was going. I was going this way to the forest. Yeah. So there's the. What? Oh, you've got this. So we would have been here. Here?
I don't see you pointing.
Trying to point. It's not pointing.
Hold
Point.
down instead of click.
I am.
Here. Or up here.
I am holding down. It's not clicking.
Okay.
So that's not that's not the way I went. I went that way. Wait, let me get the pen. Let me get a pen.
Yeah, okay.
So I was there. Naka appeared here. And I went that way. I'm forgetting obviously the map is turned.
So Naka appeared over there.
Mhm.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you can just click on your token and roll. That's so easy.
Yeah, I made those. Okay, so I'm gonna say through hand wavy shenanigans, you two do meet up. Like,
this, I suppose this will be after I saw
yeah,
the old tree.
yeah. So you had to get to the old tree anyway, so you probably were closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I immediately upon seeing you, I have the bunny in my arms and I run up to you, sopping wet still, probably.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have I dried off? And
Your skin's probably dried off, but your clothes, since you've got leather pants, you're probably starting to smell a little bit.
ugh.
It's just releasing the fragrance scent of coconut.
Yeah.
I found a magic time traveling bunny. My life has purpose again.
I need to walk off the edge of this place.
Technical difficulties. So what happened was Michelle decided to go to well, she did decide. She randomly ended up at the Prophet Militia's head base. Managed to find Sildar Hallwinter, managed to get charmed by the loyalty ball. Managed to get out after making a relatively efficient explosive. Threw the ball at Ida. Ida managed to break it. One of the shards got into Kira's body and stuck there. And so Ida and Wanch were talking with the gnome dryad, and after the fight, and they were chased away, and then Kira took Sildar Hallwinter and left and meditated to talk with her goddess.